Hey guys, this is my last night in Taiwan, and in particular in Taipei. And when I went on this trip, my original intention was to see if I can improve my Chinese, but I can get around and actually have conversations with people. Also, whether I can teach golf and whether I'd like to even consider living here. What I found is that I can indeed have conversations with people. Sometimes I have to use a combination of Chinese or English, Chinglish. I've also found that at times I have to use my Google apps, Google Translate, to figure out what words I need to choose. There are a number of places where there is no English on the signs. Menus are not in English, so I have to use Google Translate to figure out what it says. And I'm going to miss Google Translate because I know in China, Google is pretty much banned unless you use the VPN, which I'm going to do. So that is accomplished. I can get around in Chinese, and I can get around and be comfortable enough with speaking Chinese that people understand it and I use the right tones. As far as being able to live here, I think I could, but not for a full year. I could live here maybe 6 months out of the year. But during the summers, it's just too hot and too humid, so I couldn't do that. Plus, I'd miss America too much. There's so many things that until you go to another country, you take it for granted. But until you're away for a little bit, there are simple things in the United States that you just simply miss. And one of the observations that goes along with that is that nobody has a yard. If you want a yard, you're going to have to go into the rural areas and have a yard, but it's not really a yard, it's probably a farm. Here, every first floor is either a restaurant or a shop selling something, but anybody that lives in town lives on the second floor higher, so nobody has any yard per se. You're lucky if you have a balcony, and you're lucky if you have a shower door to your bathroom. Because sometimes there's no shower enclosure. The other thing is, could I teach? I gave some lessons here and it was appreciated, but I found myself where I didn't know enough about the Chinese language to be able to explain what I could in English when I teach somebody to play golf. So all in all, it was a great trip. It was a lot of fun. I met some new friends that also wanted to learn to speak English better, so I was able to teach them, and they were able some English, and they were able to teach me some Chinese, and we had some fun moments because a lot of times you just talk past each other, and you have no idea what you're saying, but you know you're learning. And the other thing is learning how people say things in Taiwan. They may use different words in different parts of Taiwan, and I'm going to find out they even use different words in China. So that even the word taxi is different. So there's all these little things that I learned on Rosetta Stone. If you didn't know how I learned Chinese, I used Rosetta Stone, and they really teach how to speak Chinese, the Chinese they would use in northern China, and not the Chinese that you would learn to speak in Taiwan. So there's a lot of words that I used in Taiwan that people didn't understand, even though I was using proper Chinese. It's just proper Chinese in a different Chinese country. So I'm signing off here. Just want to let you know, if you ever think about going to another country, if you studied the language, full immersion is the way to go. In some ways, I wish I could stay longer, but in other ways, I need to go to another Chinese country and exercise more Chinese. So we'll see you at the next stop. Talk to you guys later.